Good morning, everyone. It is time for First Alert Weather Extra. Hope you're having a great start to your day, though it is a little on the gloomy side outside with all those clouds around. But at least we're not going to be dealing with rain today. Tomorrow's going to be a different story. So let's get into that. So this morning, it's not as cold, but those clouds really just kind of slow you down, right? Not very motivating when it's not bright and sunny. Here we go. But it is going to be mostly cloudy the rest of today, and it's going to be breezy, so that's going to create a cooler feel. So you're really dressing for that feel this afternoon in the upper 40s, 50 at best. All right, tomorrow the rain and wind ramp up, and we're talking about especially by the evening commute and the night. That's when the worst of the weather is going to be moving on through if you have to travel or be outside. And so it's a first alert weather day because of that. Heavy rain, we're talking about 1 to 2 inches, maybe locally higher amounts. Wind gusts in that 30 to 40 mile per hour range. So things we need to do ahead of time, of course, clear any of the leaves away from the storm drain. And we're also making sure those Halloween decorations are super secured so they don't blow away. So any other loose yard items as well. Just double check, take a walk around your yard. Today's a perfect day for doing that. But certainly we're going to be monitoring for even a little minor coastal flooding during the high tide cycles tomorrow. Wind gust trend, and we're just focusing on tomorrow, though it is breezy out there today. Again, it's not going to be crazy wind, but enough to be a little bit more on the nuisance side. 25, maybe 30 mile per hour gusts inland. Shoreline, this is where we typically get, some of the stronger winds. It is going to be a stiff easterly wind, 30 to maybe as high as 40 miles per hour. So there could be sporadic tree damage. You never know. There's still leaves on many of the trees, and there could be sporadic power outages, just, by chance. We have a lot of trees around Connecticut. So here we go with First Alert Futurecast. We start you off tomorrow morning. There may be a brief round of rain in the morning hours, a little damp to start the day, but the real heavy stuff and the wind combined starts to build in early afternoon and just kind of ramps up and stays with us through the evening and early overnight hours. Let's just kind of get a closer look of this rain, especially when the heart of it really moves through. So yeah, that's pouring rain early afternoon into the evening hours. And then we get into 10 o'clock at night, still some downpours out there. But Friday, after some morning clouds giving way to some sunshine, it will still be windy. But hey, that's 6 o'clock. Maybe you're going out trick-or-treating. So here's a look at that forecast, about 50 to 55 degrees. The wind will create that chill, but at least we are dry. Sunset tomorrow is at 5:46. So yeah, a good day to clear some of those leaves. I saw it was great. A family yesterday is like the mom and the 2 kids with a huge tarp. I'm like, what are they doing? Oh yeah, they're dragging all the leaves to the sidewalk, the side of the road there. It was full of leaves. So, if you're doing that today, I mean, the gusts may be interrupting you a little bit. But I think more importantly, just make sure the storm drains are clear just before that rain comes in tomorrow. Hurricane Melissa has continued to weaken. Good news there, but, the damage has been done, basically, and continues to cause damage. 105 mile per hour winds, a stronger gust, but it's the rain, it's the terrain, it's the mudslides. So there are catastrophic conditions still happening in eastern Cuba. And some of those horrible conditions are going to be lifting up into the Turks and Caicos and also the Bahamas. So it's still going to be maintaining that Cat 2 strength as we head into this afternoon. And then as we head into tomorrow afternoon, Cat 2, but to the west of Bermuda. But hopefully it doesn't shift a little bit farther east. Now, a westerly track versus east of the island. West is worse, east is better. Because the worst side of the storm, where you're going to get more of the surge and those stronger winds, will be on the eastern side. But hopefully it will pass far enough west that they will have just barely any impacts from that system. But they've certainly seen close calls, I don't know how many times this year. It's been a crazy year for Bermuda in terms of just like, oh, here comes another one, here comes another one. Thankfully, nothing too terribly destructive there. Back here at home again, we could use the rain, so it's much needed. We still have ongoing drought conditions across several counties by the shoreline, moderate drought there. Normal highs and lows, 38's a normal low, 59's a normal high. We will see if we'll get back there. In terms of the rainfall outlook beyond the 7-day, that has not changed. And the temperature, outlook beyond the 7 day went from a slightly higher chance of cooler than average to a kind of split. As we take a look at that first alert 7 day, the days that we're going to be closest to normal is Thursday, so tomorrow, especially Friday. Hey, 61. That's going to feel so balmy. And then Monday looks like a little bit closer, so not too shy of average. Even overnight lows, most of those mornings are above average. The next coolest, frostier start would be Monday morning. So as we take a look at the first alert 7 days, just kind of breezy, mostly cloudy today. Tomorrow, that's when the bulk of the rain comes, so we could see some showers in the morning hours. And that rain ramps up by tomorrow evening in the night, first alert weather day. And the wind will also be ramping up tomorrow as well. It'll be drying out, but windy for Halloween. Staying windy on Saturday. I'll be at the Huskies game, my first one of the season. And we're expecting it to be windy, so that 56 might not feel like 56. But remember, the game's at noon. It's not going to be 56 at noon. It's going to be probably closer to 50. So just dress warm. And check us out, though, in the fan zone. I guess it's a little wind tunnel there, too. So a little blustery. We can handle it. Sunday, we fall back, get a little extra hour of sleep, but that means sunset's like 4:44, 4:45 in the afternoon on Sunday. And don't forget, just make sure the batteries are all fresh and ready to go, and your smoke and your carbon monoxide detectors. Monday's looking great. Showers, question mark right now for next Tuesday, and looking breezy. Now that I'm looking at that, I realize there are 3 E's in breezy. I got to change that. All right, I'll do that after this. All right, everyone, that is your latest First Alert Weather Extra. And remember, we do this every Monday through Friday in the morning at 8 a.m. and in the evening again at 9:30 to give you an in-depth look at your forecast to help you plan out your day and your week and provide additional information that we, have to rush through sometimes on actual television. All right, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Take care.